Hello and welcome everyone to another RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 playthrough video playthrough up on RCT2. We have graduated from the beginner parks in the Time Twister expansion and we're moving on to the first challenging park, Cliffside Castle, which is a funny name because I don't see any cliffs. But anyway, the objective in this place is to get 1,500 guests with no deadline, so we can take as long or as fast as we want, but we must not let our park rating drop below 700. As you can see, it's already below 700, it's at 0. So we have to bring it up. I think we have 3 weeks before the park gets permanently closed and we lose. So it's a pretty easy scenario to win, but first I have to look at this path setup. I know the park rating could go down if people get lost, so let me real quick turn off scenery so I can see all of the various dead ends. Not dead ends, I mean spaces I need to turn into dead ends. So let's turn that off, turn this on. Beep. Okay, so let's cut off... Can I see underground too? Okay, we'll cut this off. We'll cut this off. I like the scenery. I don't want to ruin the spirit of this scenario, but I don't want people to get lost in this confusing network of towers and walls and such, so I'm going to quickly cut off a few places. Boop. Like these. And I think that's everything. I think everything else is pretty okay. I have heard that the pathfinding algorithm has been improved in Open RCT2 compared to the vanilla game, so I am comfortable leaving it a little messy as it is right now. I think we're okay. So let's close that, turn everything back on, see our beautiful park. Let's open the park. Oh, it's already open. I can't close it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I don't want to ruin all this beautiful scenery, so I'm going to try to put most of my rides out here. Well, no, I need this spot for a roller coaster, so maybe I'll put flat rides over here and over here. So let's start with this central hub, this central area. It's nice that I don't have to set up anything. It's all there for me. So, wait a minute. I was looking around in the scenario yesterday, or not yesterday, earlier today, and I could have sworn I had more rides available. Maybe it was bugged, or maybe my memory is just, going out the window. Whatever. Let's just get this built. Let's see. Let's put the entrance here, exit there. Actually, let's move the exit a little further over. There we go. Get some nice techno music going. Hey, why is that not working? Oh, alright. I guess this is what we'll have to use. Cool. So our first ride is open. Let's also build a circus, which seems like a fitting ride or a fitting attraction for a medieval scenario. I really don't want to mess this up. It looks nice, but I may need to because it's a waste of space. 1,500 guests in this tiny footprint with all this beautiful scenery I don't want to ruin, so I may have to just come make a decision and break stuff. Okay. Open this one too. Alright. Now let's hire some staff members to make sure nothing goes awry. However you say that. Uh-oh. This is the reskin of the space rings, so I'm reluctant to build that because I don't want to... Well, this one too. Okay. I guess it is a challenging park. We're going to be battling with a lot of... I suspect we're going to battle a lot of nausea in this scenario. So, does this fit here? Oh, wow, this fits here. Look at that. It doesn't have room for an entrance and an exit, though. I'm going to leave this at where it is, but I'm going to fill in some of these spaces with rides. So let's see if I could cram this one. Yikes. Is there anything small I can try to fit in here? Okay, we're really limited in our selection, it looks like, so that is not what I meant to click. Let me grab the... No, I clicked it again. What am I doing? Throw rides, trebuchet ride. I might be able to fit a small roller coaster right here, so I don't want to put anything there. I really don't want to waste space. Man, this layout is just challenging. Oh, here's a little corner I could tuck things into. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Never mind. Enough struggling from me. This is going to be nice and easy, I think. Set this to beginner's mode. Try to minimize the amount of nausea. And we're not charging for rides, this is a pay-at-the-gate park, so it doesn't matter what mode this is, it still adds a flat bonus to the small, the small plate gas cap. What is it called? The small gas cap? I'm having a brain fart. I don't actually remember what it's called. The guest cap. The something cap. Hey, our first people are coming. Yay. Come on down, my friends, and brace yourselves for the greatest medieval theme park you've ever seen in your lives. Yeah. Okay, whatever. We're going to put this here. We're going to do it. I wonder, could I fit both of these here if I rethink the way I did this? If I close this... No. If I try to push this over to the wall, I guess I could fit another ride here, but it wouldn't be wise to, so whatever. I'll just open it again. Waste of money. Spent a few bucks, because I don't get all my cash back if I close and then open something, or open and then close something. What am I saying? This ride, the throughput is so bad that I don't think I need a queue line. I'm just going to open it. Right. And we're going to need benches over here because these will make people horrendously sick. Same with this one. Now, do I want these funny radial benches? I know it's unique to this scenario, but I don't like the way they look. Ah, screw it. We're gonna keep in theme. We're gonna keep in theme with this place and step out of my comfort zone and use a bench type that I normally wouldn't consider because it looks okay. It's all right. Maybe I should delete the pads in here and put a ride in there. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Now I have this, the inverted hairpin coaster, which will fit perfectly into this spot over here. So let's get our first roller coaster of the park built up nice and easy. Now this roller coaster is notorious for stalling and crashing, so we have to be careful on our hills to make sure that the roller coaster, that the individual cars have enough juice, enough momentum to make it back up to the top. Like here. You see, I barely made it up there. My park rating has dropped below 700. No kidding. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It just barely makes it over. It's gosh awful is what it is. I can't see. Is that going to hit the... Yep, that's going to hit the castle wall. We don't want that. And this is going to hit the castle wall as well, so we're not going to do that, I think. Let's go back up again. Man, I really can't see. There's too much junk in the way. That didn't work. Hello, this works. That is a beautiful thing. Look at that. Yes. And this. Ah, crap. That messed up my wall. Okay, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. That bugs me. There we go. Fix it. Although I think there was a window in it. Let me find the one with the window. There we go. Get the window in there. And it looks like I'm encroaching on myself a bit, so we're going to have to... what am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting that. Okay. Park rating is still below 700. Well, what am I supposed to do about it? I have 3 weeks to fix it. Let's, maybe umbrellas will fix it? I don't know. Let's get $20 umbrellas in the park. See if we can... Whoops, that wasn't 20. See if we can capitalize on this rainstorm a little bit. Get people out of the rain. Let's get some food and drinks as well. By the circus. We'll maybe have this central strip be the main hub of the park. Okay. Then maybe lemonade. Right here. What must I do to bring this up? It doesn't tell me what's wrong with it. Well, that's annoying. One easy way to do it would just be to hire a bunch of these guys, but I don't want to cheese the place. I want to win legit. So, bathroom? We're going to get all the amenities, although we are going to charge for it. See if we can make a little money, because this park is expensive, or because it's a pay-at-the-gate park, it'll be difficult to stay afloat, I think. I suspect. Let's try 250. And red works, I suppose. This is not improving. It's just stuck there. Okay, well, I guess I'll build other stuff. Well, I have all the flat rides built. I guess I could build this again. I have 2 weeks to fix the problem. Let's just build this here as a temporary solution. Let's look at our guests' thoughts. Great scenery, good value park map, I want to go home, I'm not thirsty. Okay, so there's not even a lot of people here, and they're not complaining that much except someone who's thirsty. So what's the deal here? Come on, folks. You have to be patient with me, I say. Maze, that's amazing. Okay, it looks like I've locked myself in, so that won't work. And neither will that. Okay. What am I even doing? I knew that wouldn't work when I did it, and yet I did it anyway. Will this fit? No, my walls. Alright, fine. Put the wall back. There we go. Well, the park rating's starting to go up a little bit. 581. So we have a couple weeks to hopefully make it. But, yeah, we may be in trouble. Final warning. Park rating is still too low. And here's what I talked about. See, the hairpin coaster just stalled. Lame. Okay, I think we need to finish this roller coaster ASAP. Okay, put brakes here. Finish the circuit. I don't really like this path, but I'm going to use it anyway because it's already in use. Okay. Boost this up. I think I'm literally about to fail unless I do something, so... I don't want to start over the recording, so I'm going to cheese it. I have no choice at this point. I have to do it. Get all the entertainers, improve everyone's mood, and watch this jump right up. There we go, 700. Woohoo! Reset the timer. Now I can fire these hires. You know, that's not even that unrealistic. Sometimes businesses do things that are unethical, just like that, right? So, oh gosh, what did I do? Oh, lateral G's are too extreme. Okay, let's see where precisely that is, because that could be an issue. Let's see, lateral G's. Somewhere in the middle. Okay, let's follow one and see what's going on here. Whoops. Car 1, car 2, car 3. Okay, this one. We're gonna follow the lateral G's. That's not even... Oh, what the heck? It's not even doing this one. It might be right there. It might be that turn. Because it is pretty early. The lateral G's. So let me go. Let me go. Okay. So we have to revise this. So let's close. We're going to add a little bit of height to this. I can't see what I'm doing. Hopefully that fixed it. Okay, let's see what this does. Look how green this place is. I kind of want to change it to a dirty grass, but that's expensive. That would be very difficult, very expensive, and I don't really have time for that, so we're going to leave that. Yeah, there we go. Nice and slow over the top there. Very nice and gentle slopes and turns. Unless it was that spot all along. I think it was that spot. Oh no, we didn't even fix it. Oh, great. It does take those turns pretty hard. And I was afraid of that. Alright, so close again. This whole thing is a disaster. We have to revise the whole design. It's just not a good design. Okay. A few more drops and the like. I'm afraid we'll have to go over the, over ourselves. Over the path, I mean. Man, what have I even done here? This is so confusing. So 145, I think that'll be okay. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, we're at 130, and we need to connect with this spot, which is at 120. Or not, just do this. Whoops. There we go. That should do it. I think we'll be set after that. While that's testing, let's look at our finances. How much of a loan can I take? Up to 15k. Okay, so that's not horrible. Interesting. So probably enough to build another roller coaster, maybe a Woody to fill in this spot right here, because I like Woodies. I love Woodies! It's probably the best roller coaster type we have available, too. Well, the Twister's better, objectively, but stat-wise, but it's extremely expensive to build. So maybe not the best option in this park. How'd we do? Alright, I saved it. Wonderful. Let's open this, our first roller coaster. The troublesome, something. Or no, don't name it. We need to paint it. Ugly, boring colors, white and yellow. Let's try violet. Violet and yellow actually works, so let's do that. Well, purple, not violet. Complementary colors. Look at all this space I have. I was complaining about not having space, but this is space right here. Did they just get a warning? Oh no. Well, it looks like our park rating plummeted for some reason. So we could try to fit flat rides over here, but we don't have a lot. Or I could do one of these. So let's take a loan out again for a second roller coaster. This will be an inverted shuttle. A shuttle coaster. Which fortunately doesn't touch the wall. Although I want to be able to build scenery around it to support it. So let's move forward just a little bit. 120 to... I don't remember how tall it has to be. I think it's 100 feet tall? I'm not sure. Okay, how long of a train do we get? Okay, I don't want 2 trains, just 1 train. That is, how many cars is that? 7 cars. If I make that longer, do I get another car? Yep, I get another car. Wonderful. So from here, we're going to go up. Half loop. Not a twist. Nope. Corkscrew. Corkscrew again. Let's throw in a little photo section just for fun. And now we're perfectly in line with the hill, which is precisely what I want. There's the warning again. I forgot my entrance and exit. Of course I did. Let's put those here. Okay, let's set this to 6 miles an hour. Let's do reverse incline launch shuttle mode. Not launch shuttle, just shuttle mode. Beep. Let's make this one blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. A deep blue with yellow supports. I always do the opposite. I do always do yellow with blue supports, but we're going to do the opposite here today. That's going a little quick through those inversions, I think. I might chop off a tile off of those towers if the stats are too high. So let's see what that did. What do we get? What do we get? Not bad. It's a little extreme. I wonder if we could get a higher excitement if we reduce the intensity. So chop this off, chop this off. It'll also increase the ride duration. I think did this go back up? Yeah, it went back up. Wonderful. Okay. We have just over 1/10 of what we need to win. Yeah, this looks a little better. It's still pretty quick, but not as quick. Not quite as quick because I chopped off a tile, so. And look at all this space back here that is not being used because I wasted it on a roller coaster. Oh well. Woohoo! There we go. The borders of a park baked into the walls. Yep, okay, so we can't delete the walls, unfortunately. Okay, I hardly affected the stats. I just reduced the intensity a little bit. So whatever, let's just open this. And set the photo price to $3.50 to hopefully make a few extra bucks while we're doing our thing. Good to see people are getting on the hairpin coaster. People are exploring up here. And here we go, we have this bustling park coming together. I'm going to kill the music over here. And this one doesn't have music, but I want something else. Let's get something medieval. Medieval. There we go. Fitting. Maybe I'll do it to this one so it's more central. So, medieval style. Now they're just conflicting with each other. There we go. Much better. Alright, now. We, oh, look at that. Merry-go-round. Well, I can't not have a merry-go-round, but I may turn the music off because I literally just turned on the other one for the music. I could tuck more flat rides back here. If I just, is that going to mess up? Ah, crap. That messed up the walls. Okay. So, not touching the wall, just slightly further forward. Okay, let's rebuild the wall that I messed up. Where's the generic piece? Here we go. Okay. Kill that. Ha! No music for you. Oops. Now this will be a bit of a detour to get back here, but that's okay. And maybe another flat ride over here if we can do the same thing. I don't see a lot of options for another flat ride, so maybe we'll wait on that. We'll do that later. Although this little pocket looks like a good space for a maze, since we have that now. Although we really can't do a whole lot in the way of space. So the entrance will go here. I'm sculpting this around where the entrance will be, and the exit, of course. So not too easy, but not impossible, because you know how the guests are in this game. Completely incompetent finding their way around in mazes like this. So, let's open this, and we will change this to from hedges to brick walls. More befitting of this scenario. Actually, there's more things we could change. Let's change the entrance here to gray castle. Same with this one. Gray, here it is. Let's do that for all of these. Okay, this area's a little noisier. Gray castle. Gray castle. One thing nice about RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 is, on the one hand, it's annoying that multiple windows can't be open at once. But if let's say I'm in the paint menu, the paint tab for bumper cars, and I change this to the castle, I could just click here, or oops, I would click on the circus, and I would already be in the tab that I want, and it would automatically close this one. So I guess depending on what you're used to, it can be helpful, but it can also be annoying. Look at these guys having a freaking going crazy. They're having a fit. Walking diagonal like that. Okay. Nice. And I have completely forgotten about the price of this park and neglected to earn money for all the things I have. I could probably turn this up to the maximum already. How much do people come to the park with? 70, if only I could charge that much. 50 and 50. I imagine there's going to be people with 40. Yep, there we go, $40. Well, that's annoying. So the most I can charge is 40. Otherwise, I end up turning people away. Which is frustrating. Why can't these people have the sense to come to a theme park with more than $40 in their pockets? Come on. But now we have us an actual full-on park with 2 roller coasters and a bunch of flat rides, so let's advertise our hard work. Compact inverted coaster. You know, I said I was going to do this, but I still don't like it. I don't like these colors. Let's see if light blue fixes it. Not really. Okay. Light blue supports. That's a little better. It looks more generic, I guess. I feel like most roller coasters kind of do this. Oh well. It's fine. We should probably add more benches here, since the park rating is an issue in this park. So let's have benches and garbage cans everywhere to control vomit, to control litter, to just keep this park in working order. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. I think I mentioned in the previous video I've been playing around with this new game that resembles Minecraft, but it's not Minecraft. It's called Vintage Story, and it was inspired by Minecraft. The creator of the game actually was originally created a mod for Minecraft called Vintage Craft. But eventually Minecraft has limitations that he was frustrated with, and what you can do and what you can't do modding, so eventually he left. Well, it's not like he was employed or something, but anyway, he moved on and created a standalone game with a lot of similarities to Minecraft, but it's its own animal. It is a completely different game. It's blocky like Minecraft, but it's voxel based. I don't know, Minecraft might be voxel based too, I'm not sure. But you can, one of the things in the game is a chisel, and with it you can actually break into individual blocks and break them down into smaller blocks and sculpt really precise, very specific shapes and do a lot of cool stuff. Like you can make an archway that actually looks like an archway. You can make little figurines if you want to. There's a lot of incredible things you can do in the game. So I've been playing around a lot on there, and I have plans to start releasing content for this game. So if you're interested in seeing what that's like, go ahead and maybe check the game out, maybe even buy it and play it yourself. You'll probably not go to bed on time for the next month or so because it's so good. But yeah, I plan to start releasing content from that game. I don't know yet if I'll do that on this channel or a different channel. Managing multiple channels is quite a headache, and I'd rather not have to start over from scratch. Figuring out the... uh-oh, how far away do these underground paths go? I sure hope they don't go all the way. Okay, we're good. Yeah, running multiple channels is challenging, and I don't want to have to start over, because this channel is monetized, it has a track record of success, but if I was to start a separate channel for games like Minecraft and Vintage Story, I'd be an uphill battle all over again. And it would be disheartening, because in this channel's infancy, I was lucky to get 100 views in a video, but now, emotionally, I'm accustomed to receiving thousands of views per video, even if it takes a few days to accumulate those views. So if I was to start over a new channel, unless I do a viral video or something, it would be a while before I really compare to this channel. Unless there's a big opening or big market for Vintage Story and I just don't realize it. But on the other hand, I could try publishing on this channel, and everyone will see the video published, and there's more of a chance of people watching it and interacting with it. But on the other hand, it is very, very different from this game, and I don't want to irritate my faithful viewers who are accustomed to roller coaster content. So on the one hand, I stick with what I know, and I only do roller coaster content, be that RollerCoaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, Parkitect. Both of those games I haven't tried yet. I have plans to in the future. But the problem, though, is I want to grow my channel and be a successful YouTuber. I don't know if it'll turn into a full-on career per se, but I'm open to trying it. If I could pull that off, that would be absolutely incredible. But the unfortunate truth is roller coaster content has a pretty low ceiling. And by saying, I mean, there's only so much you can do in this genre to expand. So take Marcel Voss, for example. I think he's kind of at the peak of what you can achieve with roller coaster gaming content. And he only has, 200,000 subscribers or so at this point? Look at comparable, look at content from other genres like Minecraft. Minecraft is horribly saturated as a niche genre on YouTube, but if you're successful, there's millions and millions of people who are interested in that content. So it's a hard decision to make. Now I'm running out of money. I'm having too much fun with this roller coaster. Look at this thing. So I have to decide, do I want to risk another channel and try my luck with it, or should I keep it together on this channel? And there's multiple things to consider, obviously. I don't want to lose all of you, and if it's too annoying watching all these videos that are not what you're accustomed to, you may move on and look for other content. But I also don't want to start another channel. Variety channels are challenging to succeed with on YouTube, but then at the same time, having multiple channels is a huge hassle. I would rather not deal with. And I know that a lot of you watch these videos. You watch my videos here as background noise. You listen to it while you work, while you're cleaning your house, while you're doing the dishes or cooking dinner or whatever it is that you do. That's when a lot of you folks, from what you've told me, when you actually play my videos as background noise. I have to say that Vintage Story is one of the most atmospheric, most beautiful games I have ever seen in my life. It has had such a profound impact on me that from the day I downloaded it, I have had dreams about it pretty much every night since. It is so immersive, and the music is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I cannot praise the music of Vintage Story enough. Like you think C114 is good? Or I can't know if I said his name right. The Minecraft music is really, really good, but Vintage Story is also really, really good. I don't want to say it's better because I don't want to get burned at the stake by an angry mob of people who love Minecraft music, but it is absolutely stunning. The visuals of the game, the music of the game, the shaders that are built into the game, so as opposed to running mods on Minecraft to get the shaders you want and needing a really tanky PC to handle the shaders, Vintage Story, it's built in and it's optimized, so even a potato computer, at least on lower settings, can run it just fine. So there's shaders in the game, the terrain is beautiful, the atmosphere is beautiful, there's wind in the background, you can hear the animals making realistic animal sounds. I don't know. I'm going to stop praising the game. I love the game. It is so good, and I am hopelessly addicted to it now, and I really want to produce content related to the game. But at the same time, I hesitate because I know that many of you may not appreciate it. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I may do a poll or something, but I really, really want to do the game. It is such a fun game. My gosh. And I would really like to not have to, what am I saying? Have a separate channel for it. Because it is such a pain. I already started a separate channel for my in real life content, and that makes more sense to me because going out on a hike for a hiking video is so far removed from this style of content here with this game that it would make sense to have a different channel. You see my face, I'm out in the wilderness, you have pretty music in the background as I insult the animals, and I don't insult the animals, I'm just joking, but my point is, I don't know, I don't want to start a separate channel, but I really want to create Vintage Story content. And I've tried Minecraft content in the past on this channel, and one of them really hit it off. It's one of the most successful videos on my channel. It was the first episode of the Bewitchment mod series. And I made maybe about 1/10 of my subscribers are actually, at least 1/10, are actually from Minecraft. So I even have some people in my audience who prefer or who like Minecraft content and who might appreciate Vintage Story content. So I can't read your minds. The best I can do is ask you, read your comments, and look at my analytics in YouTube Studio to try to get an idea of what kind of content you like and would appreciate. Because that's my job as a content creator, is to produce the best content I can that you'll like and appreciate. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are. But bear in mind, I really, really don't want to start a separate channel. I would love to put it on here. And even though it is a very different kind of game from RollerCoaster content, it is still, I think it checks a lot of the boxes that RollerCoaster Tycoon checks, as far as the ambience, how cute it is, kind of, you know, well, this is a vintage game, I should say. That's funny because the other game is called Vintage Story, but it's a newer game. But I don't know. I'm thinking out loud at this point. I need to focus on what I'm doing. Holy smoke, I made a lot of money in July. Wow! We are almost 1/3 of the way to our objective. We're doing pretty sweet. I think those advertisements really did good things for us. So, this could potentially crash So I could swap this for a block break, I think, just to be safe, and then make sure this is set to continuous circuit mode. So the block break will catch it and prevent it from crashing, I think, but it won't stop the... It won't hold the... What am I saying? It'll dispatch the roller coaster without waiting too long, so we don't have to wait forever for the next roller coaster to dispatch. Man, I'm scatterbrained. It's hard to focus on what I'm saying. It's because I'm multitasking. When I first started this channel, as many of you may know, I've commented before that my early content was really embarrassing. It was really, really bad. And I know everyone has to start from somewhere, and it's pretty normal for a YouTuber's first few videos to be terrible, but mine were particularly bad. I have to say, I am not proud of them. They were so embarrassing. But hey, as I said, you have to start somewhere. There are some YouTubers that I follow, like B-Dubs. He is one of the Minecraft players on the Hermitcraft server. He is so funny. I love his content. He's an incredibly talented builder. But if you go dig up his oldest videos, well, he's come a long way, and it gives me hope. But on the other hand, the playing field on YouTube is very different now than it was when B-Dubs started. So if someone like B-Dubs started now with the quality his old videos had, they'd probably never get off the ground because there's so much competition. Whereas back then, you could kind of get away with that somewhat cringe content because there was nothing else to compete with, and Minecraft was still new back then. So, I don't know. The bar has been raised for aspiring YouTubers, I must say. I'm going to change the color of these cars. Why are they brown? That is such a boring color. Let's get a... That was an accident. I was trying to make red, but I think I like that, actually. But I'm going to change it. Different colors per train. Train 2. So we have this kind of muted pink color. The other one will be a bright glacial white color. Or actually, maybe a green... Nope, that blends too much. Maybe a pastel purple. Is this lavender? Yeah, lavender. So pink and lavender. That's nice. Here's another thought. Vintage Story was technically created, I think the first version came out in 2015, so it's not a new game. It's only a few years younger than Minecraft. But, that being said, oh, we have the Enterprise, yes. That being said, it really hasn't really got off the ground until recently, is the impression I'm getting. It doesn't have a huge player base. Like, it has enough players that it is... It's big-ish for especially for an indie game. I was researching my analytics on YouTube and looking at potential keywords to see what games might have potential. I use a Chrome extension called vidIQ, and what that does is it measures the search volume, the volume of people searching for specific keywords, and computes that against the amount of content that already exists and the amount of creators out there. And the potential for Vintage Story is crazy. It usually gives you a score from like 1 to 100, vidIQ I mean, telling you what the potential is. To me, 60 is a good number. It's really hard to find keywords that really are higher than 50. So Minecraft is about, it used to say 60, now it's more like 54, because I think the Chrome extension vidIQ kind of caught up with the fact that there's so much competition already that it's kind of hard to succeed over there. RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, I think, is like a 52. Open RCT2, what I'm actually playing, is I think 62. So a bit more potential there. Vintage Story, the score... The search volume computed against the volume of content creators and videos on the topic, the score is 80. I have never seen a keyword on vidIQ with a score of 80. So to me, that's an indication there's tremendous potential there. If I could produce quality content in this new game, Vintage Story, there's potential I could be very successful. But I have to remember that this is a very different channel than what you would typically... this is very different from Vintage Story and Minecraft related stuff. So, on the one hand, I start over from scratch and start a separate channel as a contemporary to this one, or I just keep it all on this channel. So, I don't know. I don't want to ask for a vote yet because I don't think enough people really know Vintage Story well enough to vote fairly or really know what they're saying when they vote. Because it just, on the surface, it just looks like Minecraft. It looks like modded Minecraft. But once you really understand what's in the game and how different it is from Minecraft and how the game mechanics, the gameplay, everything is so profoundly different, people might vote differently. But I want to make sure they understand that first. So I was thinking I might create like a, almost like a trailer for Vintage Story, promoting it, which is kind of funny. The devs haven't asked me to do that, but I kind of want to do that because the game, to me, is so incredible that I just want to be nice and help out. And also, it would show my audience, you folks, it would help you get to know the game and justify me actually playing the game on the channel. Because if you know the game before I start producing content on it, it won't be so jarring to suddenly produce content from a game that's so fundamentally different from this one. So that's kind of my thought process. That's what's going on in my head as of late. I could build this in the ground, but I don't want to do it. It's too much trouble. Let's just have fun with this. Whoa! What's going on?
Exhibit A.
What the heck? Yo! I don't know what just happened, but the game minimized for a second, and a video that I saved started playing for some reason. I don't know if you heard the audio for that. That was really weird. That happened in my previous video too, something similar. What is happening? Something buggy is going on with my computer lately. You know, it'd be really funny if it was actually Vintage Story broke my game. After praising it so much, to think that it could have potentially fried my computer. I'm just kidding, I doubt it was Vintage Story. This computer's old. I think I got it in 2020. Well, I got it, the earliest I got it was 2021, but I'm pretty sure I got it in 2020. I don't remember. So it has been a while. So it's getting kind of old. I should probably start saving money so if it dies, I'm not completely broke when I try to replace it. I don't know. I've been thinking out loud a little too much today. I need to start focusing on building my incredible, magnificent rides here, as is customary. I actually saw a video on YouTube yesterday, which had I think it was one of those video essay type videos where it was talking about, I think the title was Why RollerCoaster Tycoon Died. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I started watching it, and lo and behold, this content creator used footage from one of my videos. I was like, whoa, it's me! So I was like super flattered to see that. That was really exciting. But I was really surprised. It's like, it's kind of easy to feel like you're kind of in a vacuum and forget that there's actually people out there who see your content. But yep, it was seen. Footage was used in the video. He pulled footage from the from one of my early videos on this channel. It was my Dusty Gardens, whatever it was. The scenario from RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 that starts out as a couple of golf courses. He pulled footage from that video and used it in his video essay, which I thought was really cool. Let me see. Let's change these. There we go. Okay, I can't change the lift hill speed. I'm not sure I like these colors, so I'm going to change the color of the seats. Maybe yellow. Actually green. I think green. Green and brown go so well together. I mean, I guess naturally, that's what you see out in the trees. Although, if you actually get a close look at a tree, most trees really aren't that brown. They're more grayish. That's another thing that B-double-O from Minecraft, from Hermitcraft, pointed out, is if you actually go outside and look at the trees, they're not brown. Most of the time, they're not brown. They're more of a grayish. And sometimes, if you take the bark off, maybe a tan color. So he created custom trees, and the block types that he used, I think, was tough and some other stone variants, which are gray. But because he used them for a tree, it suddenly looked more tree-ish than the actual tree blocks in Minecraft. I was like, hey, yo, you broke the game! Although I have to remember, there is one tree type which kind of looks proper, and that is the, is this gonna fit here? It's the acacia tree, which has a grayish bark in the game. Boop, there we go. Don't want to forget my photo section. I need that money. Okay, let's turn our loan down so I stop paying. Holy smoke, I didn't realize the interest was 19%. That's crazy. I can't pay that. What the heck? Yeah, let's make sure that doesn't stay. Let's not take out loans anymore. Let's just stick with what we're doing. Make money at the gate. We have to finance our own stuff. No more loans. That was really expensive. I wonder how much I've been paying. Let me check. I have been paying $231 a month, and oh, that's painful. That hurts. But no longer. We stopped paying it. We're done with that. No more of that nonsense. I wonder if I had deleted this, if I could have pushed this closer to here and potentially saved space. But, yeah, well, we don't need to do that. Something I think we do need to do is decorate this area. It's kind of plain right now. We have the flags and the paths, which are cool, but we need flowers, I think. So let's get some... I don't know. I always get stuck between these two. I think these two are my favorite, but this one's too dark. It doesn't really stand out that much. Oops, I mean this one. So I'll do this one, whatever. Oh, I can actually do double layers here. Okay, so there's that. Now we gotta put some kind of border around it. I could do, what are these, cinder blocks? I could do cinder blocks, or I could do the fences like I typically do. I usually use this. But to me, this looks funny because now there's a fence covering the flowers. So from the bird's eye view, it looks great, but if you were a guest, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I'm not creating this for these peeps, I'm creating it for you. So, we're gonna do what looks nice. Well, I'm creating it for myself too, but I'm creating it for human beings playing the game and watching the game, not peeps walking in the game. That's kind of silly. Why am I putting fences here? This isn't even visible. But too late, I already started, so we're gonna finish it. And that one's in the wrong spot. Let's delete that pixel. There we go. You see how you can double it? Yeah, this is what I did. I had it here instead of sharing the tile with the flowers. So, oh well. I wonder if I should put fences here too. Yeah, I think we could. I think I could get behind this. Have fences right in the path, and then we'll put planter boxes in between. So this one is close enough to this. Well, I don't want to do the same thing again. Let's pick this. Let's change the colors though. Yellow and muted brown. Let's instead go with yellow and purple, yellow and pink. Pink flowers, pink and yellow, or pink and yellow. What am I saying? And now the flags are in the way, so that's all I can do. But yeah, I like that. That's cute. We have some space here that could be filled in too. The question is, do I want to? Because there's a balance, there's a delicate balance in this game between decorating and becoming excessive. You have so much stuff placed that it starts to look noisy instead of looking nice. So it's a delicate balance, but we're gonna try our luck here. I think I want to shift these trees over so I can fit, so I can fit more. There we go. There we go, much better. Now I got more trees fit into the space. Maybe one more right against the bumper cars. Nice! Now let's put these little cinder block things behind. That's cool. Okay, now we have 730 guests. Let's actually look at the rides we have built. I think I forgot to open this. Yeah, I forgot to open it. Now it's open. Let's look at the rides we have and try to kind of guesstimate. See what I did there? Guesstimate, estimate. Guesstimate what the soft guest cap is. I think it wasn't small guest cap, it was soft guest cap. So this is about 80, I think. I think each roller coaster is roughly 60 to 80. Let's just say 75 to keep the math simple. So 2, that's 75, or I mean 150. This is 225. And then flat rides are roughly 40 to 50, so let's just round up to 50 because I know I kind of rounded down with the roller coasters. Or I'm not accounting for stalls, which also contribute, so we'll just round up. So we're at 225, 275, 325, 325, 375, 425, 475. Did I miss any? 525? I think I lost count. Yeah, that's about right, looking at this. We may even have more guests than we're supposed to. Possibly because of all the advertising I did. Do we have any other small roller coasters I could fit? We have this. I don't want to build another one necessarily. These are all pretty large and take up a lot of space. Yeah, I guess that's why this is a challenging park, is to get 1,500 guests into this footprint. If I was to delete all of the scenery, it would be pretty easy, but I really don't want to. That's what I always used to do in the past, because I saw it as free money. All this is free money. says me of 2 years ago. So I would mercilessly delete everything, collect all the cash, and then just build giant roller coasters that don't even look good. I would only focus on the stats when I built in the past. But I was playing multiplayer, and some guy pointed out, it's like, yo, your roller coasters are ugly. Like, that's rude. But then I thought about it, he was totally right. My only focus up to that point had been making roller coasters with really high stats, because to me that was the most impressive thing I could do in this game. But no, the real challenge in this game is making a park that looks beautiful. So that's what my new focus is. So I'm focusing less on the capitalistic aspect of it and more on the aesthetic, and trying my best to make these parks as pretty to look at as I can. Well, sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes if I'm tired and I'm just trying to keep up with my upload schedule, I'll just upload stuff fast as I can. But when I really slow down and focus on the aesthetic, I really like how it turns out. It's really pretty. This recording has been going for 51 minutes so far, and we don't even have a lot of room left. So I guess to make this video longer, I could spend a lot of time decorating, but we need to actually win this place. We're only halfway there, and we have taken up definitely more than half of the space allotted to us. I'm already duplicating my rides. Let's increase our science spending so I can get more options, because I don't want to keep rebuilding the same things over and over again. I already have 2 of both of these, and I'm going to start having to start doubling up my gentle rides too. I wonder if I could cram a little maze over here. Yeah, something like this. And the guests will be none the wiser. They'll just think that it's a great ride, but it's a one way in, one way out. You can't really get stuck. I think we're going to leave it as hedges. Hedges is okay. We already have brick walls, so that's good enough. Man, we actually made a lot of money in this place. Our park rating is almost maxed out. We're doing really good. I just remembered we placed benches, but I neglected to place garbage cans. Okay, first I gotta put another info kiosk down to capitalize on this rainstorm. Here we go. Let's make these ones green. There we go. Do I have a cash machine yet? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so people who spent all of their money at the gate can now afford umbrellas if I place these down. So let's place one, I don't know, right there at the end. And maybe a first aid stall, too. Do I have the first aid stall? Oh, shoot, I don't have it. Alright. Well, that sucks. I don't have any other souvenir stalls, or else I would put it here. Maybe if I unlock another souvenir, I'll put it there. This is the Swiss money machine. That's the Swiss flag, right? The Swiss money machine, because the flag looks like it's part of the stall. Anyway, I'm actually part Swiss. I have ancestry that goes back to Switzerland. As I was saying, before I got sidetracked, we need garbage cans in this park. So let's place them all the places I've neglected to place them. There we go. To control the litter in the park. Yeah, there's litter right here, for example. Let's probably place benches right there. There we go. Right at the exit, so people sick coming off that ride can not vomit, so they feel sad, so they can recover. Are there people on this? Okay, it looks like they aren't. Okay, good. That would be uncomfortable to get stuck on a roller coaster in that particular position. I am not joking when I said earlier that Vintage Story has been permeating my dreams for the past several days. Not always specifically, but in the game there are bears, and I actually have a fear of bears. I wouldn't call it an irrational phobia because bears are actually pretty dangerous if they decide that you're lunch. And the scary thing about bears is, unlike big cats, which are obligate carnivores, bears are omnivores. They're opportunists. So they don't really specialize in killing prey, even though that, well, I mean, they're kind of specialized, more specialized than a human being, I guess, but they don't deliver a precise killing blow to the neck and cut off your air or your arteries and make it quick and not painless, but less painful. Bears do it different. They pin you to the ground and start eating you while you're still awake. It's horrifying. So I have a phobia of bears. I would say an irrational fear, but I think it's rational. Definitely more rational than a fear of moths. Moths are cute, come on. But anyway, there are bears in the game with real bear sounds, and it's utterly horrifying. It scares me so bad. Like, I've been jump scared at least twice, probably 3 times by bears, because they'll spot you and you won't even realize it's there, and they'll aggro on you and they'll run up to you and get right in your face and deal, like, they can, like, double tap you. They hit you twice, you're dead. Or maybe if you're at full health, it takes 3 hits, but you're rarely at full health because you recover your health so slow in Vintage Story. I guess it's more realistic, but you don't immediately gain your health back if your health bar is filled, or if your hunger bar is filled up like it does in Minecraft. It actually takes a minute to get your health back up. So 2 taps, sometimes 1 tap, you're toast. So bears scare the crap out of me, and they are in the game, and they are horrifying. And as far as a pixely, blocky version of a bear can go, they're pretty close to what they look like in real life, so they scare me. I actually got spooked by one earlier today as I was playing it. But I had stress dreams with bears because of Vintage Story. I had dreams about finding certain resources that were difficult to find. Man, I gotta stop talking about the game. You know, it happens to everyone. You find a new game, you get sucked into it, you really, really like it, but I don't know if I've ever been so profoundly impacted by a game or a new game as I have been by Vintage Story. But I don't want to sound like I'm starting a cult, so I'm going to stop talking about it and start talking about what I'm going to build next. What are we working on? A thrill ride, yes! We only have 2 of those. Well, when do we get it? The 18th? Okay, so in 9 days, I think, or no, 11 days we get it. I need to learn how to do math. So, unfortunately, I may have to sacrifice our fields and some of these aesthetic zones like this to fit more rides in. Or I just renew these and artificially inflate the number of guests. Keep the money flowing, ladies and gents. Let's advertise the inverted roller coaster again. For 12 weeks. And maybe half-price entry to the park. That's all income. Even if it's a lower margin, it's still income. And free entry, don't want to do that. This is not available in the vanilla game, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, if you do the half price. They're mutually exclusive. But in Open RCT2, they decided that you could do both, which makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, why wouldn't you be able to advertise both and have vouchers, programs for both? But in the game, as far as the balance of the game goes, one of them turns off if you do the other. So let's keep in spirit with the game and not have both going. I have before, but either I didn't really think about it when I did it before, or I was desperate, kind of like when I cheesed my park rating with entertainers and then fired them all. Well, let's not talk about that. We're here to have fun, and not to be super proper in how we play this. Come on. Here's a good spot for a circus. So let's make this blue. Why are these plain entrances? I thought I set it to... Oh, it's because I started designing roller coaster, or designing things, and didn't want this covering everything up. Okay, I have to fix all this. Gray you, gray this, gray that. Boom. Anything else? Yeah, this one's gray, or plain. I want it gray. I guess if you look closely at this, this could be a kind of a medieval type thing, with random bricks sticking out. A whole extra pixel. That's a lot. Okay, let's switch this and switch this. Gray. And I think that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. Let me double check. I think that's everything that has gray entrances. Although, it just occurred to me, does gray blend too much with the other stuff? Maybe I should change it to brown. Is that better? Should I change it to brown? I don't know. Maybe we'll have a mix of both. I think I'm overthinking this. See-through paths. Let's, can I do that? See-through paths. Yeah, look at all the wasted space in here. There's so much room in here I could put stuff. I wonder if I delete the central stuff but leave the walls intact, if I could put a ride in there. Maybe later. If I'm struggling to get more people into the park, I might consider it, but I'm not in a hurry to win. I mean, there's no deadline in this park, so I could win as fast as I want, but I really don't intend to. I'd rather take the time to enjoy this playthrough and make a park that I can be proud of. Let me see. Do I have room for this? I kind of don't. I've taken up so much space already. That's basically all I have room for. What the heck? Where could I put this? Oh, here we go. I can maybe cannibalize some of this stuff. Delete these. Oops, backwards. Okay, I know that the requirements on this are a little stringent. Or maybe they're not stringent so much as I always mess up and miss them and get my stats penalized. I think because I make it too small or too short. So I have to make this long enough that the stats don't get slashed. I think this will be long enough from what I've done to it. I don't have any... Oh, I have spinning tunnels. I forgot I had those. Okay, well, we'll do a few of those just to make it interesting. Maybe some more just for funsies. And just like that, we have reconnected to the station. Wonderful. So hopefully that's long enough that we don't get penalized. It looks like vintage cars are the only vehicle we have today. So let's... Oh, I forgot entrance and exit. I remembered for once before I opened it. Or tested it. Look at that. Whoops, close you and close you. Come over here. Let's see. This can connect there. And this can be a little bit longer. Except it's not connecting anything because of the fence. There we go. Okay. The dispatch time here is too long. 10 seconds. No, sir. Let's switch that to 4 seconds. Or I guess I can just turn it off. Let's not throttle it. The only reason... I know a lot of people like Marcel Voss, they just turn it off to maximize throughput. It does maximize throughput. But you could still have your throughput maximized with a slight delay, just because all the other cars are on the track, so it's not holding up anything. And the reason I would do that is so we don't get this. Look at these. They're so close together. I'd rather have them be a little more spaced apart. Yeah, it's already done. Let's try 5 seconds. Maybe that'll be the sweet spot. But if we look back here and see it all backing up, then we may want to shorten it to 3 or 4 seconds, or maybe 3 seconds after all. Who's complaining? This path is disgusting. Where are you looking, Bubba? Oh, you're right. It is disgusting. Handyman, where are you and what are you doing? Why are you failing to do your job? Okay, I'm looking at the walls. I don't see anyone getting lost up there, so it looks like I successfully blocked it all off. Although I kind of wonder if we may have staff trapped up there, because the game... In RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, when you hire staff, by default you're holding it and you have to set him somewhere. In Open RCT2, they changed it so he automatically gets placed somewhere random, which honestly I like better. But the caveat there is that he may get dropped somewhere like this. Unless, well, maybe not. Maybe the game checks to see if there's a direct path to the exit of the park, and if there isn't, he doesn't drop it there. Maybe the game is already designed to account for that potential problem. If it is, kudos to the developers. They're very smart. But I'm not sure, actually. Our park rating is not optimal. I wonder if that's because of the vomit, but hopefully that'll get cleaned up. Yeah, we peaked here and then it started to decline, so we have to watch that because I don't want to fail by dropping too low. Oh, look at that. We have 1,000 guests. Sweet. So maybe just from advertising we'll be able to reach our objective. Whoops, wrong button. But I wonder... Oh, we have our new thrill ride. Oh, yes! This is a good one. Probably one of the best thrill rides in the entire game. The Roto Drop. And I know I've shared this story before, but I have a hilarious story about when I rode one of these in real life. So I was in a small park called Kima Boardwalk. It's a little miniature park right next to Houston. It's kind of like a tourist town, Kima, and the Kima Boardwalk is a little mini theme park there. And it's home to Boardwalk Bullet, one of Gravity Group's, in my opinion, best roller coasters. Although I guess I don't really have an opinion. I haven't been on that many wood roller coasters. But anyway, it's home of the Boardwalk Bullet, and it has a Roto Drop. And I was with a roommate. I was down there for a construction internship, rebuilding houses for folks who had their houses destroyed in Hurricane Sandy or Hurricane Harvey, or not Sandy, Hurricane Harvey and other natural disasters. But anyway, we went on this, and he is a smaller guy. So hold that thought that he was a smaller guy, or put a pin in it. I'm just kidding. Basically, what I told him to do is I'm a big guy, so it doesn't matter to me. But what I told him to do is stick your arms out in front of you and your legs out in front of you so you're not holding on to anything. So when the ride falls, it's more intense. It's actually horrifying. You think you're going to die. You're really putting a lot of faith in those restraints. But it feels more intense as you free fall while you're not holding anything. So I did that, and it was really cool, really exciting. So I told him to do it, but I didn't account for the fact that he was a shorter guy. So he kind of floated up a little bit in his restraints, and then at the bottom he smacked the bottom of the seat. And the bottom of the seat has a little notch in the middle that goes between your legs to help keep you from sliding out of the seat. But as a dude, there's certain plumbing in those nether regions that got a little squished. He landed on it. I felt so bad, but it was so funny. Yeah, don't do that. If you're a guy, hold on and don't float up in your seat. Don't allow that to happen to yourself. Anyway, let's make this white and red. There we go. I'll make this also white and red. Maybe white and blue. Maybe green and blue? Red and blue. I don't know. Let's make that a lighter blue. There we go. That works. Anyway, we're making good progress in our playthrough today. We are more than 2/3 on the way. Money isn't an issue. We're making tons of money. Our loan is paid off, so we're in a good place. I may not have to delete my scenery after all, which would be really nice. I have space here. I could potentially tuck another ride if I'm careful. I hope it doesn't delete my... Yep, didn't delete anything. Wonderful. So let's place that there. Now this will go here. Now connect to that. That is not what I want it to look like. Whoops. Switch back to this. There we go. Now the entrance will go here. There we go. Just inflating our soft guest cap by doing stuff like that. Okay. I might be able to fit a maze here, but I don't want to do that yet. I might do that if I'm struggling, but we're in a good place. We need 400 more guests and we win. Which I may actually not want to do that because this video has only been an hour long. I don't want it to be too short. I've noticed that as far as video performance, the longer my videos are, the better they tend to perform, which is really weird. Most of the time, shorter videos do well because on YouTube, people don't want to be there all day. If a video is super long, they're not going to watch it. But I have accidentally found myself in a certain demographic or a certain space in YouTube where people prefer longer videos. So that's actually really good as far as my channel performance, or as far as channel performance. But it does mean that when videos are only an hour long, that they don't do quite as well as they could. Let's open this. Let's give our medieval music a break. Whoops. In favor of the merry-go-round. The beautiful classic merry-go-round. Oh, you gotta love it. Seems a little quiet, though. Oh, okay. Well, it may not be quiet to you. It's quiet to me. What I do when I record is I turn the volume of my computer down so I can... what I used to do is I tried to turn the game volume down because I assumed that turning the computer volume down would change my microphone input, which it totally doesn't. It's really silly that I thought that. I don't know why I used to think that. But I leave the volume of the game alone and turn the computer volume down, and then I can change the volume of the game in post-processing to whatever I want, which is really easy. I just take the slider, pull it down right where I want it. So to me, it's really quiet, but to you, it might be super loud. Well, it won't be, because I'll make sure it isn't. I can control that. But, yeah. As I was saying, what is this? Lemonade and candy apples. Candy apples is fun. I said I was going to do it. Well, actually, let me just double check. Scenery theming. Oh, we got a first aid room, finally. Let's put that right there. Just so we have additional things there. Let's put another one over here. We have a lot of vomit-inducing rides in this region. Right over here by the space ring, well, the mace ride, and the top spin. Also the Enterprise. Enterprise is really nasty for vomit. Let's maybe put one of the exit to this one, too. Do these have a running cost? I don't think these have a running cost, so they're a big price up front. Was it $250? Yeah, $250. But a handyman is $50 a month, so in 5 months a handyman will cost as much as one of these. So basically these, in the long run, can be beneficial because there's no maintenance cost as opposed to the salary for these guys. But I imagine they don't have as much traffic or aren't as effective as handymen cleaning up. But they're also preventative, as opposed to letting people vomit on the ground, which can be very beneficial, because it doesn't affect our park rating. Still no customers. I feel like the peeps in this game never really use these. There we go. 12 per hour, total of 1. So that serviced 1 person so far. Great. Yeah, I think this works. Instead of having the sundial, I left most of the flowers intact and just plopped down a merry-go-round in the middle. And we don't need a queue line. Queue lines are for sissies. Anyway. Do I have space over here? I might be able to fit a ride over here. Let me see. I don't want to mess up my scenery, as I keep saying. We have 2 circuses already. Actually, do we have 3? No, this is the 3rd one. Okay. So we could fit a circus here. Let's face it forward. Remove that little shack. Actually, I'll swap these so I don't mess up my lamp. And you'll see what I mean. So if I had them the way they were, the entrance would go end, or no, the exit would end here. Because the exit was here, the lamp goes away. But if I do this, there it is, lamp stays intact. I'll lose the bench though, but that's okay. Screw benches, we don't need benches. Benches are for wusses. I'm just kidding. I must be a wuss because I need benches sometimes. Let's see, let's go. Ooh, that's a color scheme I've never used before. It's a little harsh to look at though, so maybe blue and orange, it's also harsh. Oh, there's a cute color scheme. It's a little muted, but it's alright. I don't want it to look like a sports team. Let's see. Let's delete this junk. That too. Now I can put a flat ride there. Question is which one? This fits, but it's a little tight. I'd rather the rides don't touch each other. So I already have... This would be my 3rd merry-go-round. What about my thrill rides? This is pretty big, so it would be touching things too. So close you. I don't want another roto drop because it's a tall vertical ride that stands out. I guess I got to do a 3rd one of these. Whatever. But it's going to end up touching one of these. Do I have any 2x2 rides? I don't think I do. I mean, I could make a 2x2 with the maze. I'm being really picky. Let's just build it. What's wrong with me? It's okay if it touches the rapids. Screw it. Okay, put this here. Short little 1-tile queue line. That's good enough for me. Look at these people spinning. The dispatch time must be too short. Let's shorten this to 7 seconds so they get out of the way. Good to see. Very good. Now, so this is the inside of a castle, so it would be really nice and manicured, I guess. But I do want a little more foliage. We don't own the land outside, so I can't change it or do anything to it. So if we want more scenery, it has to be inside. I need this space for flat rides, so maybe I'll put trees. Here's a cute one. Does that make sense? I don't think I should do that, because in an actual theme park, visibility is important. You want to see the rides, not hide it behind trees. But screw it. As I said, this is for our benefit, not the peeps who don't even think about it. So, look at these people, they're green. Oh, that one just turned regular. I guess the bench is doing its job. Let's flank across with these, although I can't do it on this side, so we'll just do it there. And maybe have flowers in front. Purple flowers. On either side. And then put fences up. Around like this. I messed up. Delete that. There we go. That's cool. Let's do that here. Where am I? There we go. Okay, wonderful. That's cute. It looks so pretty. It's low effort, very subtle, but very big change, very big difference to the park. Let's put hedges actually back here, behind the flowers. Little baby steps make the park look so much prettier. Very nice. I like how this is a dead end. I wonder if I could put something back here. Actually, this is a good place for a mace ride, because it's like it's part of the training regimen. So let's put it here and here. So 1-tile queue line, which might be too long for some people, but it's good enough. So we'll open that. Now it looks like it's part of this. All the people training. The war camp, I should say. Okay, what next? What have I unlocked recently? We have the medieval theming? Yay! About time. So we have Dark Age theming, but not medieval. That's funny. So we could add some of these in places to add to the atmosphere. Let's get like a double-decker house. Maybe this like witches or the wizard's tower turret thing. Man, I'm getting real tongue-tied. Gosh, I can't even say what I'm trying to say. I wonder, do we have anything that could fit in here? Or maybe if I build it up from the ground. Like so. Whoops. Let's put that there and put a roof on it. Okay, and with that, I think we could put this on. I have a feeling this isn't going to work. It's going to hang over the edge. I was afraid of that. Okay, well, what if I break these? I was afraid of that. Okay, so it has to be this. That's annoying. What else can I... Oh! Are these all categorized under medieval? Oh, I was already on this tab. What am I saying? I'm losing my freaking marbles. Okay. Let's just put something modest on it, like that. You know, this doesn't even look good. Let's just get rid of it. This looks ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. What about these little buildings? How big is this? So I could put that there, but that's a waste of money. So we'll not do that. Oh, we're getting a coffee shop. Nice. We should probably have more food in the park. I don't think there's enough room here for additional rides. There's no angle I can look at this. But we do have room for food. So let's see. We could have a kind of food court that wraps around the back. And even touches the info kiosk on multiple sides. Okay, so with that, now we can put stuff down. When do we get this again? Coffee shop on the 14th of June, so in 7 days. Just a few days, we'll get that. Let's sell funnel cakes, which are absolutely delicious. So that one there. We'll change this to $1.60. No souvenirs still. I don't think I have drinks yet, so I guess I'll put that here while we wait. We can put the coffee somewhere else. $1.60. That might be a good value, come to think of it, but whatever. We're not going to think too hard about it. Lemonade stall. Why am I not using these more? Why am I using the old classic stuff? It's what I'm used to. That's what I'm using it. Okay, now we can have benches and the like. Garbage cans in the corners. And maybe a lamp or two. And now I want a fence on the back. Or no, what we really need is some trees to absorb all the noise from this roller coaster. So let's grab maybe this. So we'll place this back here. And this will be a sound barrier to absorb noise from the roller coaster so people eat in peace. And then we will put a fence up. Maybe a stained brown fence. Stained reddish brown, I don't know. This is the wrong spot. Delete that. We'll put flower beds there. Okay. Then some cute flowers. This one, this color. Wrong tab. Where am I? Oh, it's this one. What am I doing? Put those there. Maybe put a gate on this one, just for fun. A brown gate, thank you. Not that shade. There we go. How's it look on this side? Okay, that looks good. I like that. That looks nice. So that's our little food court. Uh-oh, our ad campaign's wrapped up. Let's restart those. We've almost won, and I think most of it's from these ad campaigns. I don't think we have enough rides for the soft guest cap to reach 1,500 guests. Not quite, at least. Let's do the inverted hairpin coaster for old time's sake. I know it's old, not even very exciting, but it's different. Now I can't even see this stuff from this side. What was I thinking? I think I have the coffee shop now, don't I? There it is. Let's place coffee somewhere right here. Real cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 4 times. 60 cents. Or, not 60. $1.60. $40. Oh my gosh. 40 cents more than it started. What am I saying? I cannot English today, it seems. Cookies and coffee. Actually, no. Do we have donuts? Do we have donuts? We need donuts. If I can put the donuts by the coffee shop. Okay, if we ever unlock donuts, I'll replace the cookies with donuts. Wonderful. What are we working on now? Too soon to tell. Okay. We need 50 guests and we will win. And this park is looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. Now, there's something about wooden roller coasters that just screams evergreen. You can't have a wooden roller coaster without evergreen trees. In fact, that's what wooden roller coasters are built out of. It's one thing I learned when I was doing construction in college, is that most stick frame construction either uses southern pine in the southern states or Douglas fir in northern states. It's kind of regional. And I don't know if you go to like Arizona, there may be less wood construction and more cinder block or brick construction with stucco siding instead of... Anyway. But yeah, there's most houses that are built out of timber, built out of 2x4s and 2x6s, are made from evergreen wood, specifically Douglas fir and southern pine. And sometimes you might get a little bit of cedar on the sill plate or the base plate. That's basically when a wooden wall is framed, there is a base plate that is in direct contact with the concrete foundation. And concrete, even though it's solid, is still technically a kind of mud with water in it. So if you have wood directly in contact with it, over time it'll start to rot, and that's not acceptable for a house with people living in it. So the solution is that the sill plate is either pressure-treated lumber or cedar, depending on what's cheaper. There's a lot of red hats in this place. Do we have balloons? I wish we had balloons. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, we're going to win soon. Just 33 more guests. Why was I even talking about that? Oh yeah, I was saying that cedar is sometimes used in construction, and I had to explain why. Because the sill plate often has it. So, back to this. Let's get some more little houses and such. Get some planter boxes. What are these boring colors? So like forget-me-nots mingled with pink flowers. That is not the one I meant to use. Actually, there's more in it, so we'll just stick with it. Yeah, whatever. Low effort. Planters. I love planters, because they save you the trouble. Although this place is screaming for some delicious, delectable flowers. I kind of like the forget-me-nots in the pink, though. So I'll put those here. We'll do this. And then on the other side, maybe hedges. Cool. This spot still needs a flat ride. Have I unlocked anything? Oh, we're getting another roller coaster. Cool. Not that we'll be able to use it. We've almost won. Okay, let's stay on maximum funding, but turn off roller coasters. We don't need more of those. I don't have room. What I really want is thrill rides, so we'll turn off everything except thrill rides, and hopefully, if we don't win before this happens, I think we're going to win before it happens, hopefully get a thrill ride to put over here. Although, if that fails to happen, I guess I'll just put another flat ride over here. So, bumper cars. This works, I suppose. A little variation in the paths never hurt anybody. Let's change the colors on this, as well as the music. So from this kind of dead, muted seaweed green color, maybe red roof, yellow supports. What is the black? Is that the... Oh, that's the girders. Okay. Maybe gray. So it's at least somewhat realistic. Oh, they're not just bumper cars, they're jousting. Riders joust and horse-themed bumper cars. That's funny. Alright, well, now the park is pretty much officially fleshed out. I could plant more trees around this keep, the central fortress. So let's grab some evergreen, or maybe we should make this a deciduous forest. Does Europe primarily have deciduous or evergreen? I don't know. Probably both, like the United States, depending on where you go. So, but for how much it rains... Oh, there we go. Yay! 243,000 park value. That's not even close to what it was the previous time I beat this place. I think if I look at this... Well, first of all, let me save this so I don't accidentally kill it. New file. Playthrough. Boom! If I look at how I beat this place in the past, that is the wrong tab. New game. Here it is. Dark Age Castle. I won this with 470,000. That's probably because I deleted everything and built more stuff in it. Versus this place, I really focus on the aesthetic. And man, what a beautiful park. It's so cute. I'm not quite done yet. I want to add a few more bits of scenery, so you can take off now if you like. I'm not keeping you. Or you can stick around and see the finished product. Either way, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Let me see. These are pine trees, which are technically evergreen trees. Not what I'm thinking, though. Corsican pine tree. I don't know what that is. Just a few trees here and there, just to flesh this out. Kind of tie everything in together. Maybe a few deciduous trees, too. A few deliberate-looking oaks. Oaky oaks. Where are we missing stuff? Oh, we need stuff over here. Okay. Let's place these by the entrance. That's cool. And then, yeah, back here by this roller coaster we could do with a... Oh, birch tree's cool. Okay, evergreen. Let's get our fir trees. A variant. Red fir. Okay. Is red fir just a redwood, or is it another kind of fir tree? I think redwood is a kind of fir tree. I used to work on this farm on weekends with my brother, and they had a redwood, a small one on the property. It was really short compared to all the Douglas firs in the area, but it was so thick. It was so wide. The diameter, not the circumference, but the diameter of the tree was at least twice the diameter of the Douglas firs in the area that I saw, or I think it was. So the circumference was probably even way more. So, but I wonder if that's because red fir maybe establishes its root system first and its base first. It gets the foundation sorted out before it goes crazy and gets really tall. And it does that so it can... I was afraid of that. I just messed up this wall. But you can barely tell, so it's fine. It gets that sorted in preparation for getting gigantic, which is really smart. Not that the tree is cognizant and thinks about it, but it's smart. It's clever. Clever design feature, I guess. Unless it just evolved that way. Anyway, a few more trees and then we're done. I don't think I could fit anything here without messing up the... Never mind, I didn't mess it up the... I thought I'd mess up the walls. Just a few splashes of color here and there. And all these bare patches. Could have a few of these back here, I suppose. Anyway, I think that does it. Look at this place. It is so cute. All contained within the castle walls, and as many of you have said before to not delete scenery unnecessarily, I have managed to keep pretty much all of the scenery intact, with a few exceptions, obviously, like the house that was over here that I deleted, and maybe a couple knights got the short end of the stick. But other than that, look at this place. It's absolutely stunning. Anyways, thanks everyone. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy producing these videos. It's really a dream come true to have a hobby that I can do that actually has benefits and everything. Oh crap. Well, what were the block breaks for if they didn't even work? Alright, well there's a great place to leave off. Subscribe or you'll end up like these guys. Or, I'm just kidding. But anyway, see you next time guys.